It's a brand new episode of Vega411 because in this segment, we're bringing it back. Top 5 picks, movies, music, television, and guess what? I'm going to release the single title of my first single on my new project. But you're going to have to find out what it is. So stay tuned. What's going on? It's Vega411. Welcome guys to Vega411. This is episode 4 of season 8 and I'm so excited. I'm so hyped and so ecstatic because I got a special announcement to make. Yes, and a special announcement. But before we even get into the special announcement, let's go down on a list of my top 5 things that has been happening in the month of November going into this week. There's a lot of great stuff from movies, music, television, and also some independent projects that's happening lately that I have working on. So Mariah Carey, yes, Mariah Carey has been releasing these new bops. I mean, she's working on her 15th studio album, which is titled Caution. Oh, that must be interesting. Caution is the new album for Mariah Carey, and it's her 15th studio album. And it's been 4 years since Mariah Carey has released an album since Me, I'm Mariah, the elusive Chanteuse was brought out in 2014, which was right after she gave birth. It wasn't her best album in terms of commercial sales. She didn't really have that many hits. It wasn't really one of my favorite albums, but it has some interesting signature bops, like You Don't Know What to Do, and it also had Supernatural with Them Babies, Rock and Roll, but it just didn't find its audience in terms of the commercial sales and radio's airplay. I think Mariah Carey doesn't really need to owe you guys anything in terms of like proving anything, but you know how the media is always putting a high standard to Mariah Carey and her stature because she's been doing it for such a long time. I mean, come on. 19 #1 singles, come on, and 6 #1 albums. And sources are saying that since there's nobody coming out on November 16 on Caution, they're saying that she might just nab her 7th #1 after 10 years since her last #1 album, which was E=MC². Now, E=MC² was one of my favorite albums. I love E=MC². E=MC² was like a part 2 of the Emancipation of Mimi, which was her comeback album. So I'm really loving these new records that's coming out, and I'm gonna play it on while we're in the episode. You're gonna hear some of the songs. Like, for example, one of her first promos that she put up was "Get the Fuck Out." How about you get the fuck out? How about you get the fuck out? The Distance, SPIRIT. It's great to see we got it. The Spirit. Hey, hey, let's hear it.
Said we couldn't go the distance.
And then she released her 3rd promo song, which was I Ain't Even Mad No Night Like Before. Off with your hand, I'm sitting at the door.
I ain't even mad no night like before. Off with your head now, still there at the door. Snakes in the grass, it's time to cut the lawn. Hands is a hand, aka I cut you off. Don't, you ain't gonna lie to my face no more. Hit me with a sorry, but I'm sorry. No, no.
Yes, I know. That one. That's one of my favorite songs too. She's been releasing a lot of great bops. And mind you, A No is actually a sample cover of Lil Kim's Crush on You, if you guys didn't know your music history. And sources are saying that she's going to hit her 7th #1 album. I don't know. We have to wait and see. Moving on, let's touch base with movies. Now, I've been watching a lot of different movies for the past couple of months. You know, like The Meg and a lot of other supernatural type movies. I've been watching a little bit of comedy here and there. But one movie in particular that I'm trying to, push myself a little bit. Recently, I watched Venom, which was a great movie, part of Marvel. I enjoyed it. A lot of people didn't like it, but I guess whoever did the directing and the writing of it all, I think they didn't really was that interested in Venom. But it came out at the wrong time because, well, actually it came out at the right time, but not so good for Lady Gaga because The Star is Born came out the same weekend as Venom, which originally I seen both movies, and I think that Star Wars had the potential to be number one. But you can never go against some of the franchise movies like Disney and DC and Marvel, so you know that's gonna be always number one. But I enjoyed Venom. But a new movie that's coming out, which is another superhero movie, which is a DC Comics, and it's called Aquaman. And it stars Jason Momoa as James Curry, who, you know, his alter ego is Aquaman. And it's the new franchise that's coming out on December 21st, 2018. I have seen the trailers, and the only reason why I wanted to see this type of movie is the CGI of it all. Special thanks to James Wan, which is one of my favorite directors, who started off doing a lot of well, he was the original director in Saw franchise, and then he moved his way into the Insidious franchise with Conjuring. And I've been a fan of his work. I've been a fan of his directing skills and his editing skills. And now he's doing a superhero movie, which is Aquaman. So we have a first clip of the trailer. So let's take a look at it, and you tell me what you guys think.
My father was a lighthouse keeper. My mother was a queen. But life is a way of bringing people together.
We could unite our worlds one day.
Check it out. Arthur is talking to the fish.
They made me what I am. Permission to come aboard.
I've been looking for you. Your half-brother, King Orm, is about to declare war upon the surface world.
The only way to stop this war is for you to take your rightful place as king.
Trust me, I am no king.
You do your best thinking when you're not thinking at all.
That was the worst pep talk ever.
Might want to strap in. Welcome home.
My brother has come from the surface to challenge me for the throne.
I call it an ass whooping. I'm no leader. I came because I had no choice. I came to save my home and the people that I love.
You think you're unworthy to lead because you're of two different worlds. But that is exactly why you are worthy.
That was awesome.
The war is coming to the surface, and I'm bringing the wrath of the seven seas with me.
What are you doing? Wait.
You should have a parachute.
Redheads! You gotta love them.
I'm excited to see that movie. So if you guys are interested, as I am, to go see Aquaman, make sure you get your tickets on Fandango. It stars Jason Momoa as James Curry as Aquaman. And it comes out December 21st, 2018. Directed by James Wan. So get your tickets, because I'm going to go watch it. Something you can watch with your family on the holidays and for your kids. All right, let's move on to television. So with television, there's a lot of great stuff in TV. The only problem is I don't even watch one show, and that's Raven's Home. I mean, there's not that many TV shows that I can really watch in a day. I mean, there's not that much great editing that's been happening lately. And the writing has been so bad. It's just crazy. I don't understand it. I really don't know what's going on with these directors and writers. They're becoming lazy. That's why they feel like it's more cheaper to make remakes, but I digress. Raven's Home is getting picked up for a third season, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, third season. Now, on the first season, it did very well. The ratings were great. It became the #1 syndicated show since 2015's Bunked. And the show came out, Raven's Home was in 2017, which was last year. And Bunked was in 2015, so that was like 2 years. So it didn't have the highest ratings since Bunked. So it got those ratings, those demographics. But sadly, the ratings declined on season 2. But for some reason, it's funny how the ratings declined. They didn't cancel it, and they got picked up for third season. And I think it's because since Raven, she's an executive producer, and I think the producers already told her, like, look, Raven, we trust you. We know that a lot of the kids love you, and we trust your vision on making. Trust your vision, but no pun intended. We trust your vision on making this show great and producing great stories. And I'm noticing that they're doing a lot of interesting stories on a lot of relevancy that's happening right now in the world. And it's engaging. It's still PG for the kids, but I love it. I mean, it brought back Annalise Vanderpool who plays Chelsea. They brought a lot of other veterans back, like Rondell Sheridan, I think that's his last name. I'm so sorry, but he played Victor Baxter. He was just on a few episodes ago. So now they got picked up for season 3. And Devon, who plays Devon. So look at that. They got a lot of great veterans who are coming back. I want to see Raven's mom, because she's been gone. She was never on season 4, if I'm not mistaken. She was on season 3, but she was not on season 4 of That's So Raven. So I want to see her back on TV. It's been a minute. But yeah, season 3 is getting picked up in early 2019. So make sure you watch. There's only 2 remaining episodes of Raven's Home. That's this week, and next week will be the finale of Raven's Home. So make sure you DVR it. Watch it when it comes out on Fridays at 8 p.m. And give your reviews on Vega411 on what you think of Raven's Home getting picked up on season 3. Hopefully we get picked up for season 4, because the last reboot, which was Girl Meets World, didn't even pass season 3. It got canceled. Eesh. I've been producing this new show, and this new show is called the VentTeaTalk panel. So a couple of weeks ago, if you have not checked out my social media, I announced the host of the VentTeaTalk panel. Now, the VentTeaTalk panel is a spinoff of this show. Yes, this show. Now, the last produced show that I have ever produced, which was a series, which was Stars. That series only got 2 seasons, but I mean, don't shoot me in the foot that I canceled the show because I didn't get my demographics the way I wanted to, and funding was not really the way I wanted it to be. But I mean, the cast was great, the storylines were great. I can do a season 3. Give me some good funding, or give me some time to do it. But I don't know. I'm already past Stars Dance, but I'm thinking of, like, that was just like to get my feet in the water on producing, and I think it did very well. But I don't know if I want to do a series, because it's so much time consuming, so much energy, so much money to be invested. So I'm thinking of maybe probably in the next year or 2 years from now, I'll probably do a short film. So the VentTeaTalk panel is a spinoff of Vega411, my new produced show, part of Super Duper Productions. That's Super Duper Productions. Don't judge me. It's my production company. I do what I want. It's not your show. And it has some great hosts. They're friends of mine. Some I've worked with, some I have not worked with. And they go by Lucy Rios Rodriguez. Lucy Rios Rodriguez is a recording artist. She's also a singer, and she's done a lot of outreach events. She's a good friend of mine. She was on Vega411 season 6 on 3 episodes, if you did not know. But Lucy Rios Rodriguez was on a previous couple of episodes before. And I said, you know what? I think she'll be great to be a panel on this show. She needs something to come back. And maybe this show could also help her produce some new music. Because Lucy, you need to produce some new music. You need some new music. I know you're going through a very emotional time right now. Which I won't discuss that on Vega411, but I would say that I'm glad that you're on the panel, and I'm glad that you finally are spreading your wings to this show, and hopefully we'll have this platform to produce some new bops, some new music. Then we have Heather B. Coolin. Heather B. Coolin is someone that I worked with in 2015 on another pilot show that didn't get picked up. But we've been friends, and we've contacted each other back and forth, and we saw each other a couple of months ago at an audition. I was like, you'd be perfect. She's a TV radio personality host, and she's also an actress, and she's also on the VentTeaTalk panel. Then a special friend of mine, Ronnie Bettis, who's been a loyal friend and supporter of Vega411, who's been on the show since season 1 of Vega411. He was one of my earlier guests. And we've been talking about having him as a host on the show for a while. But I didn't get him on Vega411 because I was like, you know what? It's not right for this show, but I think some other show you be good for. And I think this is the show that he is good for. And I've looked at a lot of the responses on your Facebook channel, and a lot of people have been very supportive, and they've been very excited to see that you're doing this show. So tell all your friends that it's going to be on YouTube on VentTeaTalk panel, so they need to subscribe. I only got 6 subscribers, so we need more subscribers on VentTeaTalk panel. And then last but not least, vocalist and recording artist Ricky Velez is also on the panel. He's done a lot of outreach LGBT events, but he's also a singer, songwriter, and a vocalist. Oh my God, he's a powerhouse vocalist. He has so much great pipes on his the way he sings, and I felt like he'll be a great rendition to the VentTeaTalk panel. So the season premiere will be in January 2019, but there's a pilot episode that will happen end of the year. Working on the details, but stay tuned. Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, the VentTeaTalk panel. You vent, you let out everything that's happening in your daily life, whatever's on top of your mind that you want to let out. We have it with a cup of tea, and we talk about it. That's why it's called the VentTeaTalk panel. We spill the tea on gossip. There's a lot of gossip that happens in pop culture, for politics, movies, music, especially politics. And with this show on Vega4, we don't discuss politics. But for VentTeaTalk panel, we will be discussing politics aside from pop culture, and also promoting some guests in the community. So that's happening soon. The single title for my upcoming record for my next project, and it's the first single. It's titled "Cause the Streets Are Talking," and I really don't care. I'm just gonna let it all out. It's called "He'll Never Be Me." He'll Never Be Me. The first single of my second project, titled "He'll Never Be Me," which will be available for winter release. I don't have a date. I don't have a release yet on the day, but all you guys gotta know is that I'm working on the visual for it. Because you know me, I don't play. I don't waste no time. When I say something, I don't be like going out telling friends and supporters and family members or online interviews or whatever I'm at, just be like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then I don't do it. No, I stick to what I say and I do it. And I got a great team behind me who's gonna really root for me on this. So my first single is called "He'll Never Be Me" off my second project. And you can draw your own conclusions on this record when the record comes out. But like I said, the streets are talking, people are talking, everybody is, you know, a lot of he said, she said, a lot of my name going out in the ether. But you know what? You're making me more relevant. So at the end of the day, this record is for you guys. He'll never be me. I love you guys. And that is the announcement for my first single and first release of my next project, which will be out in a winter release. I'm working on the visual, so stay tuned. Hashtag. And like I said, there's a lot of great, interesting stuff that's happening in 2019 for Mariah Carey's Caution album this Friday. Make sure you get your copy, stream it online, iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify. Aquaman, December 21st, 2018. Raven's Home, top of 2019, while we're going into 2019. Raven's Home season 3. Okay, make sure you DVR that every Friday at 8 p.m. There's only 2 episodes remaining this week and next week. And also the VentTeaTalk panel. VentTeaTalk panel 2019. I know I'm always producing. I'm always doing something from music, movies, and acting, singing, dancing. Don't let no one tell you you cannot do anything that's not possible, whether or not they want to talk shit about you. At the end of the day, I'm an original. So for you guys who want to talk shit and you know who you are, all I can say is be original or die. That's it. And my single titled for my second project, which is titled "He'll Never Be Me," because "He'll Never Be Me," which will be out on a winter release. Again, like I said, be original or die. That's the slogan and hashtag for this episode of Vega411's Top 5 Things. Be original or die. Because if you're not original, you ain't going nowhere. So I'm tired of it. I'm tired. I don't care. Okay? Make sure you go and watch the VentTeaTalk panel on Vega411 every Monday at 7 p.m. Okay? Yes, and "He'll Never Be Me." Top 5 picks. You know, we got a lot of great stuff, okay? Make sure you watch. I love you guys for watching. And this is Vega411. What's going on?
Hey guys, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow Vega411 on all social platforms right below, right here. My name is Jesse Vega, and I see you guys soon.